Hi guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your favorite girl, Miss Berizzy of BERIZZYs Closet. And if you don't know, BERIZZYs Closet is an online boutique that sells female clothes from a size small all the way up to a size 4XL. So please go check me out, and I promise you'll find something on here that you would definitely love. So let's get right into the video of today. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the things I wish I knew in my 20s or earlier 20s. And by the time you see this video, it's going to be my birthday month. And if you don't know, my birthday is April 10th. And I'm going to be reflecting on some of the mistakes, happy moments, and life-changing moments that happened in my 20s. And this year I am going to be turning 29, so it's officially going to be the last year in my 20s. And guys, I am like, whoa, a whole decade is about to leave me again. And I have grown from a baby to a teenager, and now I'm leaving my 20s, and I'm gonna soon head on to being a full-fledged adult in my 30s. Like guys, it only gets better from here. And with this, I want to share some of the mistakes or some of the things I wish I knew and some of the things I wish I did in my 20s. The first thing I wish I knew in my early 20s was never to be in a rush to grow up or to do things. Guys, I know when we're growing up, especially when when you're a teenager, coming from an African background, the restrictions and all that crazy stuff that that happens, and you just want to spring out and go and explore and all. I understand that feeling. I was there. And guys, I tell you, it has its good and its bad side. So I just wish I was not in a rush, okay? I left home when I was 21. When I say I left home, I mean I left home for college. I did not run away or any of that stuff. Trust me, it's not with the kind of parents that I had. So I left home when I was 21, and I moved to a completely different country, a completely different state, lived there all by myself. And it was fun. That only lasted for like a year and a half, and I moved back home with my mom. Well, I moved to the state my mom was living, and guys, it was amazing coming back home. Now being a full-fledged adult, living all by myself, trust me, I really wish I had taken those moments that I was, a kid in really well. But like they say, change is the only constant, so it's okay. But all I'm gonna say is don't be in a rush, okay? You have a whole lot of life ahead of you. Next thing is, I wish I was saving more. I wish I had started saving better in my earlier 20s. So my dad has always been emphasizing, like, save your money, you don't waste your money. Save your money, you don't waste your money. I also think that this man is just talking too much. But guys, trust me, saving your money as best as you can. It's not like I'm telling you to be a miser and not live life, but learning about investment, developing a portfolio and all that stuff. Financial literacy is something I wish I knew earlier in my 20s, and I jumped on that trend earlier, because trust me, when you're financially stable in your 20s, it's gonna help you a lot. Right now, I'm not gonna say that I'm not financially stable, but I could have done better. I'm happy where I am, because in life, we all have to go through certain phases to appreciate certain things, but I just wished I had been a little bit more better at managing my finances and, a bit more wiser with my money. But hey, there's no regrets here. I just wish I knew it earlier. Now that I know it, now that I have experienced certain things, guys, trust me, I do not play with my financial literacy class. Budgeting is my thing right now, okay? When you're an adult, nobody needs to tell you to budget. Budgeting is my thing right now, because I know the life I want to live. I know the life I'm used to living. Your parents are no longer going to be supporting you, so you have to have sense. I wish I'd had since earlier, but I have it now and I'm making the best of it. Next up, another thing I wish I knew is I won't have it all right now in my 20s. Trust me, guys, I'm so proud of me or myself because some of the things I have right now in my 20s, trust me, my parents did not even have the opportunities to have it even in their 30s some of the time. So I am super, super grateful that for what I have. But sometimes with the internet and all these things that is going around, we feel so pressured. We feel like we want to have it all. We want to have the best time of our lives and all. Guys, listen. There's plenty of time to that. Looking forward to it right now in my 30s and 40s and 50s. Trust me, it is something that excites me, okay? I'm happy with what I have in my 20s, which is why I don't want you to feel like you're losing or missing out on anything. Some of us are not going to start like all the way up there. Some of us are just going to come from humble beginning, and it's okay. It's okay to appreciate wherever you are. Like, just take the time to process it. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. If you rush, you're gonna crush. Trust me. And you don't want that. So this is just a continuation of my previous point. Don't feel too pressured to have it all. Back then, especially me loving social media and watching YouTube and all the time, I feel like I have to order all the dresses this influencer promote. I have to get everything. I have to get the car. I want the house by 30. I want the house by this. Guys, do not pressure yourself. Wherever life takes you, be grateful. Some people I know, they had houses at 20. They lost it by 30. They're dead by 40. Everybody has their own paths to tread. So please, do not feel too pressured. Do not feel like you need to have it all. You need to get it all. You need to show off. Because another thing that causes this pressure on us is social media. You feel like, oh, you want to post, you want to, well, not indirectly show off, but it's just a full good effect whenever you have something nice, you post it online. Guys, I had to stop myself several times and ask myself question. Am I posting this because I'm genuinely happy or because I'm grateful for this? Or am I posting it because I want somebody out there to validate it? So once I got a hang of that, trust me, I stopped feeling pressure. Right now, I rarely post stuff that I have online. Like, you always see me posting it now because of the line of work I've chosen as part of being a content creator. So maybe I might show some little things, but trust me, my main wins and everything, guys, no, okay? But hey, I'm happy, I'm grateful. Like I said, I don't regret anything. I'm just reminiscing and reflecting back, and I was like, oh, I wish. But either way, whatever point I am at right now, I am super, super grateful and appreciative. Another thing I wish I did more in my 20s was read a lot more books. Guys, I am this person that used to say, I hate reading. To be honest, I feel like I have a valid reason for hating reading, okay? Quick story. When I was back in Sierra Leone and I was in secondary school, I think I was in Form 2, which they call 8th or 9th grade here or so. But I was in Form 2. And guys, I had one of the most horrible teacher. She's not like this evil person per se, but she had some conscious biasness towards us. I was tall, so I loved sitting in the back of the class. So she thought that everyone sitting in the back of the class, we're dumb or we just not part of it. And it was just too much. Like she knew whose parents had positions in power and stuff like that. Like she just had the few that she really liked, okay? And she made it obvious to me and my friends. Even though at a point some of them were trying to pull me in because most of them knew my dad and my mom. But I had friends who they would consider as a nobody. And you're not gonna leave my friends behind. It's either you carry all of us or you leave all of us. So that was how I was back then. And pretty much if I'm down with you till this day, I'm down with you, okay? That's why I don't just roll with any type of people. I need to know you have a good heart, a positive energy, and the whole 9 yards, okay? But hey, that's why. So I grew up with that mentality of not liking English and not wanting to read, and it sucks, it's boring. But guys, as I grew older, approaching my 30s now, trust me, I am so interested in reading. I have not read a lot of books yet. I still struggle with it a little bit, as in finding time to read. I'm a very good reader, okay? Super good. People love it when I read. But I'm just still trying to maneuver and find that, that point where I could be like, oh, I could read 3, 4, 5 books in a month. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. And I'm almost done with Atomic Habits. So I'll review that book again for you guys. But yeah, I wish I read more in my earlier 20s. But hey, I have a whole life ahead of me, so I'm gonna be reading till the end of time, so no worries on this side. But if you're still in your earlier 20s, please invest in reading, okay? It's gonna broaden your intellectual ability, it's gonna broaden your vocabulary, it's gonna really, really help you. So invest wisely in that. Another thing I wish I knew a little bit more in my earlier 20s, or I did a little bit more, was focusing on my mental health, okay? Although, to be honest, I don't want to feel like it was a big deal because I did not grow up with that much trauma. I have here and there are few that as I grew older, I start to unleash and realize them, and I'm working on them constantly. But I wish I was a little bit more aware of mental health issues and, you know, not just sweep it under the carpet, talk about things, be more verbal, especially with my parents and stuff like that. But I'm happy today, I'm learning about it. I've been to therapy for 1 or 2 things before, especially losing my mom. That grieving period, guys, it's something that is super, super hard. I'm going to make a video about talking about grief and honoring my mom. You will see it one of these days, because it's my birthday month and I need to finally decide and come up to, speak about it because it's been hard thinking of it. But either way, I just wish I took my mental health a bit more serious earlier on. But hey, it's not damaged, and so I'm happy for where we are right now. I'm learning and I'm taking very good care of my mental health. I want to go back into therapy for certain things that I need to work on. I'm working on them by myself also, and God has been the greatest part of this journey. But I want to also incorporate going to my counselor a little bit more frequently. Not because it's the trend, no, because I know a lot of people be like therapy. No, not because it's just trend. It's because it's something I actually need. Living in the US, especially for us coming from Africa, back home, where it's a communal lifestyle, it's completely different here. Here, it's everybody for themselves. It's a dog eat dog world. So it's really hard living here by yourself and having to deal with your emotions all by yourself sometimes. And even if you have family around, it's just the environment feels so different. It's just a lot. So yes, I'm gonna go for therapy and I'm taking my mental health really, really serious. And I appeal to you, if you're younger, please do not play with your mental health. Please, please, please take your mental health very, very seriously. Okay? Another thing I wish I knew in my earlier 20, or wish I did, was to have dated a bit more and gain more experience rather than wifing myself before even I was wifed, okay? Yes, your girl's a whole wife right now, and I'm married, and I enjoy being married, and it has its ups and downs, but I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my partner, and yeah, but I had just two, yeah, in my 20s, I had just two relationships. And one of them, I feel like it hurt me a lot more because I wifed myself before I was wifed. Whilst I was in that unserious relationship, I wish I had just dated a couple of people. There's difference between dating and sleeping with people, don't get me wrong. I mean dating, like just learning about different things, different experiences and stuff like that. But I wish really I just dated a bit more, especially in that unserious relationship I was. But hey, it all worked out well. I'm now married. I found the love of my life in my 20s, which is amazing. But also, I want to appeal to you. Don't feel too pressured to get married in your 20s. Don't feel too pressured to have kids in your 20s and all. Like, in hindsight, if I knew what I knew now, maybe I would have wanted to wait a little bit more, and just like explore, because when you're married it comes with a lot of responsibilities. You're accountable to somebody else. Some days, you just want to do things on your own, but you're accountable to somebody else, and you have a child in between. Like, it's a whole lot of commitment. It is a whole lot of commitment, and trust me, it is good, but it is stressful. That is something I'm not even gonna cap about and tell you like, oh, it's all beautiful. No, it has its moments. For the most of it, it's amazing. For the most of it, it's just epic. It's just a feel good, sweet thing. But trust me, it comes with a lot of stress. Okay, so make sure you're ready for it. And when you decide to go into it, make sure you're ready. It's coming from your heart, okay? Because that journey is not for the weak. My next point is work with your future in mind. What I mean, I wish, like, a lot of things, especially weight loss, I wish I had done it in my earlier 20s, because man, the older you get, the more your metabolism becomes a little bit crazy and out of it. You have so much going on, but hey, we still making better choices now. But yeah, just walk with your future mind, with your future in mind. Basically, I think the only part I wish I walked with my future in mind back there was gonna be my weight loss. But every other thing, I always tell myself, like, would my future self be happy if I'm doing this right now? So I never smoked, never in my life. I never did drugs, never ever. Where? Which house? Not my parents' house. Hell no. I never I never did the bad things like I hear people do, like all this crazy stupid stuff and all. I mean, I went to the club and I still do go to the club sometimes, but that's about it. And it's not like I'm going to any strip club or crazy club. I mean, no disrespect to anyone who goes there, but it's not like I'm doing the bad things in life. But either way, whatever I meant was, I just wish a couple of things, especially my weight loss, I worked with my future in mind, okay? But for you watching me right now, please, if you're younger, even if you're older right now, ask yourself, you want to live for the next 10 years? You want to live for the next 15 years? Make sure you plan, okay? Guys, I'm sorry, I should have said this earlier on. I do not have my mic, so in case my audio is messed up, please forgive me, but your girl is trying to be consistent and on schedule here, and I was so determined to film this video, which is why I'm like, whether I have the mic or not, I'm gonna film this video, okay? I'm not at my house right now. I'm at a location that, I don't have it with me, but hey, we gotta make it work. My last and final point is enjoy your freedom and enjoy it wisely. Guys, like, I used to be so idle in my earlier 20s, and I would complain like, oh my gosh, I'm so idle. But man, I'm still looking to be idle a little bit, okay? There's some days I wish I could have a break from motherhood, a break from working, a break from like, it's just sometimes it gets overwhelming. So that freedom that I had back then, I look at it, I was like, is there a way, I could have, like, carried forward it and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is, and I mean, if you dare now, enjoy it, please. Whatever time you have in your hands, enjoy it. And make sure you enjoy it to the fullest, because trust me, good times don't last as well as bad times don't last. So you gotta make do with it, and make the best and the most out of it. And yeah, so with that, I'm just gonna say these are some of the things I could think of right now that I wish I knew earlier in my early 20s, and now heading to my 30s. With all that said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you learned something. And if you're watching this before the 10th, it's your girl's birthday, okay? It's coming up soon. So please send me your nice birthday wish. Leave them down in the comment section below. And hopefully by my for this birthday series, I'm just gonna be, giving you videos that I can. I'm not gonna promise anything, but as you can see, your girl is consistent on here now. So let's pray and keep it rolling. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Like, look at this beautiful face. Look at this big, snatched, good looking face. Come on, what are you waiting for? Please make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it out there to somebody, feeling lost or feeling like they don't have it all in their 20s. Sure, let them learn from my experience, okay? And until next time, thank you so much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate you. And oh, one more thing, don't forget to follow me on my other social media platform. I'll link it down in the description box below and hopefully on the screen. But until next time, this is your girl signing out and saying I love you. Until next time, bye-bye.